This is Keso 2000. It's a very interesting lock from the high pin count family of locks. It contains 3 rows of pins. Each row contains 5 pins. Here's the key for the lock. As you can see, there are much more cuts than there are actual pins, which probably helps to protect the lock from visual decoding. This is actually a bit older version of this lock. The newer versions contain an interactive element in the tip of the key. And the lock itself is quite interesting from the construction point of view, as you will hopefully see in a couple of minutes. So let's try and pick it. So small click from number 1 on the right, number 1 on the left is springy, 2 on the right nothing, 2 on the left springy, 3 on the right springy. The same goes for the 3 on the left, nothing on pin 4 on the right, and nice click from the pin 4 on the left, click from the pin 5 on the right, and 5 on the left is springy. So let's go through these pins once more. So left side, or sorry, right side seems to be springy. Left side too, so now let's go for the upper pins. That was 5 on the top, nothing on 4, nothing on 3, click from 2, and click from 1. So left side, number 2, small click and co-rotation, but it still seems to be binding, so second click from it, and the rest seems okay. Same goes for the right side. 3 on the top, and we are open. So I didn't want to over rotate to let the drivers into the core, so now let's see how the lock looks inside. The retaining pin was removed, and I used a small piece of wood to hold the lock, but it doesn't change anything from the way the lock works. Sorry. Now here's the interesting clip holding the core inside. These are actually two interlocked pieces. Come on. Yeah, I wonder if it's not going to be okay. So now it clicked and can be removed. Here are the pieces of brass that hold the driver pins. This one is just, let's say, dummy to hold the stuff in. And forgetting, I'm going to use the key. Now, I want to be careful not to let the stuff fly. So here goes the dummy piece, and I will start gutting from this side. So first driver is here, and it's actually chamber 5, so I'm going to put it in here. This is chamber 4. Chamber 3. Two, and the last one. As you will see during the close-up, there are actually a couple of thicknesses of the driver pins, and you gotta be careful to make sure you don't interchange them, otherwise you will not be able to remove the key from the lock, because when bigger driver is matched with long pin, the big driver does not allow the key pin to get deep enough into the core to allow removal of the key. Another thing that you can see is that let's say the driver chambers or driver chamber pieces are not symmetrical. So the pins are actually somewhat offset. And to be honest, it takes quite some time to get used to navigating the lock. So that was the second row. Now let's go for the third row. Chamber 5. As those drivers are somewhat heavier in the front side because the spring is really tiny, they don't like to lay down. And the last one. Okay, and now the funny part. So, well, I'm going to go this way and try to make sure I'm not losing any pins right now. So which way are we going to start? So, okay. The first pin left us. Our first two pins. So let's see which one is which. Oh boy. So, a bit of luck at last. Nope, so this one is actually pin number 2. This one is pin number 4. And I'm messing up because this is supposed to go here. because that's the way I removed the drivers. Okay, so 5, chamber 3, and chamber 1. Now well, let's remove the key. We don't need it anymore. So chamber 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now the top pins. These are quite short. 2, 3. Come on. Well, that's the reason why high pin count lock suck, because it takes much longer to get them than to pick them. So here's the core. There doesn't seem to be any counter milling or over milling. As far as I can tell, the keyway itself is as open as can be, which can actually be a problem, because when you over rotate the pick lock, the drivers will shoot into the keyway and you're bound to have a lot of fun. Nothing really special in the in the Bible. So let's go for a close-up. So first of all, here you can see the way the driver chambers were in the lock. So you can see that the left one and the right one are offset, so the pins are sort of zigzagged in the keyway. Then here you can see the pins itself. You can see that there are several types of driver pins. Some of them are thicker, some of them are thinner, and as I said, if you don't match the correct driver with the correct key pin, you may not be able to remove the key from the lock when you try and assemble it. Also those drivers, maybe you can see it down here. The driver is sort of spooled or maybe mushroomed, so some of them tend to produce very nice counter rotation when you try and pick them. And also, as far as the key pins are concerned, you can see that there are normal pointy key pins, but there's also this not pointy topped key pin. Not sure what's the reason for it. Maybe it causes problems with impressioning, or maybe it's not so easy to mill such chambers or mill such cuts in the key. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, maybe more detail of the key bitting. Sorry. Yeah, so that was Keso 2000. Thanks for watching. Bye.